Hello everyone, welcome to Vendasta's weekly webinar. Today we're going to talk about the top 5 reasons your business needs a blog. Our presentation will help you understand the benefits of blogs so you can sell more blogs to your clients. If you have any questions, feel free to pop them in the chat. We will answer your questions at the end of the webinar. My name is Thiago Neres and I'm the Product Marketing Manager for Marketing Services here at Vendasta. And with me today is Micheline Goudet, who is our Growth and Content Marketing Manager. Micheline has been working to develop a content marketing offering for more than 3 years at Vendasta, and she's very passionate about the subject. So before we dive into blogs, we have to understand that blogs are a content marketing tool. And what is content marketing? There are many definitions out there, but I like to think of content marketing as a strategy to create valuable content that helps you engage with your audience, build relationship, and drive actions. These actions can be a phone call, the sale of a product, or a customer filling out a form. While traditional marketing has a strong focus on describing product features, content marketing is all about providing value. I'll give you an example. Let's say that you have a company and you sell cameras. A traditional marketing approach would be something like, "Hey customer, I have a camera with 10 megapixels. Wanna buy it?" Whereas a content marketing approach would be more like, "Hey customer, here are 5 tips for taking photos at night. By the way, I have a camera that is just perfect for that. Wanna buy it?" So do you see the difference? Effective content marketing always ties content to your brand. You have to pick a topic that is both related to your business and valuable to your customers. How do you know if your topic is valuable to your customers? You need to understand your audience. What are they looking for? What do they need to know? What are the pain points? Once you nail down all of these questions and provide valuable content, you start to convert prospects into customers and customers into repeat buyers. So when you put your valuable content out there, you are improving your brand awareness because people can share it and amplify your digital presence. By providing valuable content to your customers, you automatically build authority and trust. People will see you as an expert in your industry, which also helps you foster stronger customer relationships. And you know who else loves great content? Google. Micheline will talk a little bit more about SEO, but that's why content marketing is so great for generating more traffic to your website and also help you get more qualified leads. There are many types of content that you can include in content marketing strategy. Something really cool about content marketing is that you can repurpose content in so many different formats, which helps you save time and money. You have the information ready, so you just have to present it in another way.
So let's look at a few statistics about blogs. First and foremost, you might be surprised to know that content marketing gets 3 times more leads than paid advertising. However, you do have to evaluate your timeline. Content is more effective in the long haul. However, if you need fast results, you should be looking at paid advertising. Also, the beauty of content marketing is that you can repurpose it and use it in so many different ways, including on social media. We'll talk about this a little bit later at the end of this webinar. And finally, outsourcing content creation is not uncommon. Writing blogs is hard. It takes time and a lot of skill, especially when you have to take into consideration your audience, some challenging topics, proper grammar, sentences, and you have to make it compelling, get a good call to action, and so much more. So it's no wonder that a lot of people outsource content marketing. Let's now look at why businesses need a blog. First and foremost, it's to improve your SEO. Everyone knows that it's important to rank well on Google and other search engines, but I'd wager a guess that most small business owners don't realize that improving their SEO ranking is as easy as blogging. However, it should be noted that any old blog isn't going to bump you up to the top of the Google snack pack. There are a few very specific strategies that anyone can use to improve a website's organic visibility, traffic, and results. First and easiest, name your blog. Get creative and descriptive. A blog literally named blog isn't great for engagement or SEO. But if you owned a salon and you had a blog called Trendy Trims on the latest hairstyles and trends, that's so much better. It informs the reader of what they can expect from the blog and incorporates keywords that may be searched when looking for similar topics. Be sure to identify your audience before you start any writing. When something feels off about a blog post, 9 times out of 10, it's likely the result of tone or voice. If you start writing without thinking about the person you're trying to reach with the post, it will just come out like a jumbled mess, no matter how good your writing is or how good the information might be. Once you target a specific audience, you'll be able to better optimize your blog with keywords and information that pertains to the specific needs they have and the solutions they're looking for. Finally, if you're unsure of what to write about, the best way to choose a topic is to identify where you're missing content for certain areas of your business. If you're hoping to rank well for a certain keyword, like lawn mowing, for example, consider topics that feature that kind of phrasing. For example, top 3 tips for a healthy lawn would be a great topic. Convert website traffic into leads. That's a pretty bold statement, but it's what we all want, right? For our website traffic to turn into leads and eventually become paying customers, that's the ultimate goal. But the challenge is to make that happen. But that's where blogs come in. Every single new piece of content you put out into the world is one new opportunity to bring in new leads. The key, though, is to ensure that you have a call to action that will generate the leads. And you know what? It's as easy as giving stuff away. Now, before you turn off this webinar, let me explain. I don't mean giving everything away, but the best blog CTAs offer something for free in exchange for a reader's information. Would you like to read this fact sheet on the top 10 reasons your agency's digital marketing strategy isn't getting the results you hoped for? How about a white paper on the ways that you can turn your churning SMBs into raving fans? All you have to do is sign up for your name and email, and it's yours. Easy, huh? And believe me, your sales team will thank you. Establish yourself as an industry expert. If you are operating a successful business, it's likely because you know what you're doing, right? You've worked hard to become an industry or subject matter expert in order to be the best at what you do in your area. But unless someone has experienced your expertise firsthand, they have no idea how great you are at your job. It's kind of like if you are a talented hairstylist, creating cutting-edge looks that really turn heads for all of your clients. But you still have the same permed hairstyle that you had in 1996. Yikes. Unless your work, your knowledge, and your ideas are on display, it's hard for your clients to know exactly what you know and what you can do for them. However, if you freely share your expertise with others, you'll become known as the go-to resource for X, Y, or Z. And when a customer really wants to freshen up her look for the summer, do you think she'll go see the stylist who's clearly stuck in the past, or the one that is sporting a look hot off this year's runway? When you write a blog, you want to get that content in front of as many people as possible. Now, unless you have plenty of time to share and email, DM, and text your blog link to everyone you know and their dog, you need to make that content so good that the readers that stumble across it, or the ones that you send to it directly, are compelled to share it with others. You have to give people content to share. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how viral content is created. Now, I can't promise that your blog will make you the next grumpy cat, since that position has recently been vacated. But if your content is engaging, people will find ways to share it. And free marketing doesn't get any better than that, folks. I'm not sure if you joined one of my previous webinars with another wonderful colleague, Paige Sutherland, but we discussed in the past the magic recipe that we have for creating a successful social media campaign for small businesses. If you did, you would know that engaging content is at the very heart of your business's social media presence. No one wants to follow a company page that consistently tells you about their updated hours or their current sales, because that content gets very dry and very boring quickly. That's why blogs are so great to provide content for your social media profiles. If you have interesting content that you hope is share-worthy, you should also be sharing it yourself. As obvious as that sounds, you wouldn't believe how many people don't use the fantastic content they just wrote in a blog to use to update their social media feeds. If your blog is written and posted, your social posts are pretty well self-written too. So stop struggling with content to post on your Facebook page and start blogging. Finally, let's look at some blogging best practices. First and foremost, quality is more important than quantity. This rule, quite frankly, goes for a lot of things in life, but it's especially true about blogs. In fact, it's really not about the number of words that you write, but about the quality of content that you share. If you can make your point, share your ideas, and engage your readers in 500 words, why would you write 1,000? Save yourself the time from writing 1,000 words, half of which your readers aren't even going to read, and stick to the necessary number to get your point across. Write naturally. Don't stuff with keywords. Although you're trying to write blogs so that search engines will scrape and bring them to the surface of more searches, we can't recommend this enough. Don't write for Google. Instead, write for the human beings that will actually be reading your blogs. Write for people who have needs and whose problems can be solved, whose lives can be improved with your valuable content and products. Think like your customers. What kind of information do they want to see? You have to understand your audience. We can't stress this enough. It will dictate your keywords, your phrasing, and your topics. So if you start with your audience and work from there, you're so much better off. For example, if you were writing a blog for a mechanic, you wouldn't write a blog about what a mechanic cares about, but you would write a blog about what a car owner cares about and what they would look to his local mechanic for answers. Timing can make or break your blog. Timing is not everything, but it is super important. If you own a home decor store, you need different kinds of content for the summer and winter months. And the same goes for a lot of other verticals like roofing and plumbing. You wouldn't talk about freezing pipes in June, and you wouldn't talk about the thawing snow that might flood your basement in October, right? Timing is important. Have a clear call to action. Deliver valuable content instead of just promoting yourself. That being said, blogging is a form of content marketing and you're trying to get more leads. So you have to have a clear call to action promoting your business. It can be 1 to 2 sentences and it doesn't have to be anything crazy. You just want to make it easy for people to call or contact you or to achieve the result that you're looking for. So that's why you include your contact information in every CTA. So now, how do we do blogs at Vendasta? Well, it's part of our marketing services team, and we do a wonderful job, I have to say so myself. It all starts with a discovery call. As you learned in today's webinar, understanding your audience is the most important thing to consider when writing a blog. After all, your clients know their customers best, and that's why they're still in business. During the call, we get to know your clients, their business, their goals, and their customers. We do our best to think like the business owner so we can create a blog that seems as though they created it themselves. You're more than welcome to suggest which topic we should focus on, or we can offer you some suggestions for topics that might appeal to your audiences. We do a lot of research. The best blogs are based on facts. To create quality content, we do our research to ensure we're sharing nothing but the most factual information to make sure you're represented as a leader in your field. Once we have all the information we need, we write your blog within 10 business days. Our writers are bright and creative with a love of all things content. So they work really hard so you know you're getting content with factual data, engaging information, and a little bit of personality too. Then our editors will quite literally pick the blogs apart from top to bottom to ensure that the content is nothing but top-notch before it makes it to your clients. There are people in this world that find great joy in finding the small, sometimes hardly perceptible grammatical and phrasing errors. And you know what? We hire those people because they make great editors. Of course, we'll never publish anything without your say-so. That's why we always have a client revision process. We share the blog with yourself and your client to ensure you're satisfied with it. And if you have any revisions or suggestions to make, we'd be more than happy to help you shape the blog to your standards. If your client maintains a WordPress site, we can publish the blogs on your behalf. Just share the credentials with us and we'll take it from there. It's easy, huh? So why choose Vendasta? You sell, we deliver. Creating good content is incredibly time-consuming, not to mention challenging. Which keywords should you include? What topic should you choose? How long should the blog be? With Vendasta, you leave that challenge up to us. While you're doing what you do best, as in running your agencies and selling digital products, we'll be busy creating quality blogs on your behalf for your clients. The service we offer is entirely white labeled, which means that our team is your team, and we operate completely under your brand. Sometimes it's best to just leave it to the pros. The content writers and editors we have live and breathe content, working on all kinds of content marketing all day, every day. Needless to say, I think we've got this whole blogging thing down. And then finally, we pride ourselves on having some of the best customer service around. You'll always have a marketing strategist ready to take your call or respond to your email quickly and efficiently, so you always know that your needs and your clients' needs are met. The best thing about blogs is that they pair perfectly with other offerings. For example, blogs plus website creation. By pairing blogs with a brand new website build, you're offering your clients fresh and consistent content that will work wonders for their website's SEO. If you want to make it to the top of Google search, you need to invest in updated and engaging content. Or just as I mentioned before, blogs and social media posting. Blogs create engaging content to share on social media platforms. And you can make that happen for your clients by purchasing both blogs and social posting through Vendasta. My team works with our in-house social media experts to ensure that there's plenty of exposure to your client's blog through social media platforms. Or maybe blogs and email campaigns. Email marketing helps drive more traffic to your website and is even more effective when you entice them with good content. Give them a snippet of that engaging information in an email campaign and tell them to follow the link to your client's website to read the whole article. Boom, that's a new lead. These are just some of the ways that you can bundle up blogs with other offerings with Vendasta to help your clients succeed in the local marketplace. Now, do we have any questions? I know we talked about a lot of content, which is obviously my favorite word, in a very short amount of time, but we'll open the floor to any questions if you have them. So Beth asked the question, how often do you recommend posting to a blog? So this answer varies because it depends on how dedicated you are to writing these blogs. If you know that you can write a blog once a week, every week, that's great. Consistency is key. The last thing you want to do is to set up a weekly blog and then after 6 months to drop off the face of the earth. That causes a bad experience for your readers as they're expecting another new blog because they've obviously become addicted to your great content. So I would say for an agency, it's probably easiest to manage 1 to 2 blogs a month. Because that way it gives your readers enough content to read without overwhelming either your agency or their own content writers. If you're going through us, though, we can pretty much handle as many blogs as you want to throw our way. But I would suggest 1 to 2 a month. We got another question from Cameron Harris. How much does a typical blog cost? So through Vendasta, our blogs are $80. Which is our wholesale cost, for a blog that's 250 to 400 words. Oh, we have another question from Scott. Can images or rich content be used in the blogs? With our teams, we typically stick to 1 image for every blog because it's only 400 words. 1 image is typically enough. It's not a long piece, so one image is plenty for that. But if you're writing long blogs, if you're doing it yourself or if you order it through us, we definitely encourage more images, definitely engaging images as much as you can. As for rich content, it depends on the agency. For us, we just do images, but you can also include videos or GIFs, things like that. So Jim asked a question about pricing for new website and blog strategy. So I actually also lead the websites team because I'm obsessed with content, and website is a form of content. But essentially, you can purchase, through our team, you can purchase a landing page, a 3-page, a 5-page, or a 10-page website, all with varying price points. But if you want specifics about the pricing of websites, you can absolutely give our Success on Demand team a call, and they'll walk you through it. And they'll discuss exactly what you need for a website and be able to quote it directly. Malcolm has a question about the level of subscription partners need to access the blog service.
All partners with access to marketing services, they have to be on a pro subscription. The only exception right now is digital ads, because we currently have a promotion for digital ads. So digital ads is open to partners on basic until the end of August. But for all the other services, websites, blogs, content creation, reputation management, you have to have the pro subscription to have access to marketing services.
Aaron has a question about a separate price for posting to CMS or WordPress, or is that included in the wholesale price? As long as your client has a WordPress site, it's included in the wholesale price, just because that's super easy for us to post on your behalf.
Okay, everyone. So thanks for watching today's webinar. And thank you, Micheline, for sharing knowledge with us.
Oh, it's my pleasure. You know how much I like to talk about content and blogs, obviously, too much.
Okay, so before you go, don't forget to follow Vindasta on social media to learn more about our software updates and also some incredible digital marketing tips. See you next time. Bye.